Have you ever wondered how a calculator program is created behind the scenes? In this tutorial, I'll walk through how to build a simple calculator in C++ that can perform addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. This tutorial is designed for beginner programmers who are learning the basics of C++. I chose this topic because creating calculus was one of the first programs I built in my C++ coursework, and the concepts used in that project have continued to apply to more advanced programming problems that I have with higher difficulty assignments today. First, I'll explain the foundation of the program and how the code is organized. Next, I'll cover the code that allows the calculator to perform each operation. Finally, I'll compile and test the completed program to make sure it works as expected. Alright, so now I'm going to help you try to build a foundation level of knowledge. So everything I use and everything I'm going to be using in this, I'm going to try to let you know a little bit about it. So first things first, I'm going to do namespace, using namespace std. That just makes it so we don't use this, so it's just a lot simpler. And then cout is just pretty much saying hello world. Like if I ran this, it would just say hello world. It would say whatever's in that box. Code vol cn into var. I didn't. It's just over so. And then it doesn't exist. It's a random and throw sparks in a little bit. So the way we gotta do that is we have to find stat type and actually give it a place in existence, which is what we do here. Just not card, var. So now this var is shown up here. It's acknowledged in the system. That's a double. It's a local variable. Use that and to kind of outline it. So we'll just do if else statements because that's gonna be the next part, which is an if statement is just saying if whatever, so we'll say var equals 0, then it would run through here and whatever in this input. So cout, yeah, and then we can just do and paste and else if one neg. So now if we got a 0, if var equals 0, we get yay. If var equals 1, we get nay. Otherwise they don't break the brackets. All right, so I'm back with the code that is actually going to run this little calculator, and pretty much just a revise of what we've done. So I'll just run through it real quick because we already have the foundation. So we're still using the namespace std, just so we don't have to redo that everywhere. Then for variables, we have double and car. Double is an old one, so we have num1, num2, and result. So that'll be double, which is just like pretty much like that. We're gonna do this. And car can be anything, but it's like that, which is why I did that in the prior one. If you'll notice, I did up to 0. This out. Then do inputs. So it send out num1 that. So it's like num1 and signature 1. Same with the operand, but it'd be like one of these because these are the ones I like to work with right now. And I'll show that in a second why that is. And num2 is just covered num1. Then calculations right here. Plus, then it runs through this calculation, and this result is the one that's returned to this, which is then outputted. And then it does it for the other ones, minus this is the result that's returned, this, that. There's some issues because I don't want to go too in depth, otherwise I have to do like error handling and everything. So like zeros would cause an error and break the whole system, but I don't expect you to do zeros when you're trying to divide. All right, now that we've done that and examined, all right, so now I'm gonna run it. It'll take a little bit of time. So I'll probably only do it for this one, and then I'll do the other ones, and I'll just give you the end result. So cout, this is simple. So right here, cout, right here. This is where it goes cn. So that says 1 into num1. And this would be plus, and this would be 2. And that's how I get the result. So cout just is visually here. Cn is where I actually get the input, and that goes in. So then this acknowledges the operator equals plus or addition, and then that runs through this equation. So it fills this in. So 1 plus 2 result equals, which is 3. And that is run down here. So result 2, 2, 2, and then 3. And I'll go through and run these with the other ones real quick. This is subtraction. This is multiplication. And this is division. In conclusion, today I demonstrated how to create a simple calculator program in C++ by explaining the foundation of the program, covering the code that makes the calculator work, and compiling and testing the complete program. Although this calculator is a simple program, it introduces many important parameters such as variable, user input, decision making, and displaying output. These concepts are used when creating larger and more advanced applications. I encourage you to try creating your own calculator program and experiment with adding features.